How's it going, everyone? This is King Vector 11 from the follow-up video of the previous upload that I've done on the fact that I was under, let's say, a tornado watch, where I just want to let you guys know, first of all, I'm safe. Nothing severe happened. And secondly, all that remained in my area for the majority of the day on the 16th was just a tornado watch. And so for this recording, of course for this upload, just want to let you guys know, I am safe. I did have any tornado warnings, which would have been scary. I just had tornado watches for like the majority of the day, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of proof that I've even been posting on my Discord server. So some may be coming to wondering, they're thinking, why am I uploading it like not even on the 17th, which of course the tornado watch wouldn't last like all day, though it kind of did. But didn't. But why would I go even into the 17th? I wouldn't be able to upload. Well, here's the thing. On the 16th, there were severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes. But it didn't really make tornadoes. Instead, it just did like catastrophic damages, like in cities and towns like south of me. So the storm kind of went south of me, which I've kind of had predicted in the last video, but it wasn't like expecting to be like completely fully down there and just nothing, just, you know, all I heard at some point was just a little bit of thunder, maybe like when I was passed out finally, because like nothing major happened. I only saw as much as a shell cloud, maybe even one of those, you know, special looking weird shaped whatever you want to call those things that just like stick out like an underside of a mushroom, just very, very wide, I would say. So yeah, I had that just directly pass over my house, but it really didn't do much. Before that passed though, there was just a little bit of rain, and then finally that cloud passed over, which hadn't really done anything, unfortunately, but fortunately enough. And then finally when that cloud passed like all the way completely, then we started getting a little bit more rain clouds here and there. And then when I'm looking on the news reports like the next day, I'm seeing like most of the catastrophic damages were in like cities and towns south of me, like a good hour's drive. So that happened. I hope they make a quick recovery as soon as possible, considering it wasn't like deep damages like a tornado would. There wasn't reports of like tornadoes. I don't think they've said anything about that. However, there was a lot of gusty winds that blew off like very old weak roofs from buildings in like central areas of towns. So there's that. Now going on later into the next day, on June 17th, I didn't really have any like special weather statements going on for a majority of the day. However, I saw there was still a chance for thunderstorms to occur. So I didn't want to make an early video to say that I'm safe, only to have to like make another video to say, oh, never mind, you know. So that thunderstorm did kind of pass over my house, over my area, with just a lot of heavy rain. It was kind of worse for my area for this storm than the one that happened the day before. However, generally, it didn't do as much as the storm that happened the day before. It was just a lot of heavy rain. I heard a bit of thunder initially, maybe like for like a few seconds. But then it moved away, and then all that happened was just a bunch of rain. Just a lot of heavy rain. Yeah. So now I will show to you guys what warning I've gotten on the 16th of June, which I saw that warning like somewhere around the 5 p.m. mark, maybe 4 to 5 p.m. mark, actually 4 p.m. mark. That's when I was really looking, when the clouds were starting to really move in, and clouds were like shifting against one another and cross diagonally, just being there, I guess. I don't know, just being its own directions, like different levels of the atmosphere. I don't know. So I got this warning, and I got this, you know, tornado watch warning. It basically, surprisingly, lasted almost all day, practically from early morning into midnight of the next day. Probably because the storm was just that slow moving, Or it just could have had another storm just leaking behind it just to say, no, the damage isn't done enough. There's still gonna be more clouds that's gonna, like, spawn and create and whatnot. So I had that tornado watch in effect. Then later on, when I was, like, messaging on my Discord server, just to, like, get myself as calm as possible, just because, it's a tornado watch. It's not as bad, though it could still be bad. And then later on, when I was speaking to, like, some few people on my Discord and some other places, my desktop on the bottom right started showing really dramatic weather reports, I would say. Even though at 3:49 there was just nothing but cloud, it was like only there for like a few seconds before I moved on to like saying, oh hey, it's like cloudy, and there's a like red dot on the bottom right of the icon of the clouds, which then I click on it and say, oh yeah, tornado watch is in effect, which then I pulled up this, this little gadget right here, I would say. So then after that, it went down to ignore, I guess. Then it eventually sent, oh, special weather statement. Oh, then it said thunderstorm. And then, oh, look, another tornado. Apparently. I mean, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, I'm just looking out my window, which I'm in my basement, so it's like a tad safer, though I wouldn't say it is safe. But there was nothing going on anyway. So I looked out my window, and I'm like, there's nothing. So all that was just dramatically said for nothing, but, just want to let you guys know, finally, now it's the morning of the 18th of June, which was the day after a severe thunderstorm did hit my area, but it wasn't so bad. Just a lot of heavy rain at some point. And then the day before was with all the tornado watches going on, just widespread all over the southern parts of Quebec. Yeah. Nothing much happened, though. So now today's the 18th. All I'm expecting later today could possibly be a bit of rain, but nothing too major. So yeah, I just want you guys to know I'm safe. The tornado watches have all dropped by yesterday morning. And then by like yesterday afternoon, I started getting severe thunderstorm statements. That's just been speaking about thunderstorms producing heavy rain, 2.5 centimeter hail, etc., etc. Some winds here and there. So it wasn't as bad as the storm that happened the day before, but finally when all that passed, now I just want you guys to know all that weather is past. I'm just gonna get a bit of rain maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It's gonna be raining here and there for the next couple days, on breaks. So yeah, just want you guys to know again, I'm safe. Nothing bad happens. And I may have sound like my nose is stuffed. Of course, I just woke up a few moments ago, just to let you guys know, because I wanted to do it yesterday. But then, of course, that storm happened, and I was just well, not storm, just the heavy rain happened. I was just it would be a shame to be like, oh yeah, nothing happened, and then suddenly, oh yeah, something did happen. I lost electricity. Yeah. Beautiful. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I wouldn't usually make content like this, but if you enjoyed, I wouldn't, I wouldn't say you have to, but, it's just totally your choice. If you want to know anything more of what happens coming to weather or whatnot, do you just want to be aware, of course, you can subscribe, stay tuned to my content, as well as the short clips and other things that I upload, hopefully on a daily basis, at least 2 or 3 times a day. And thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, today is kind of cold anyways. It's literally 10 degrees. It's not even 20 or 25 or 30 or something. It's literally 10 this morning. So, of course, it's cold. I'm not used to it in June. Anyways, it's almost feeling like the end of winter, kind of, at this point. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you all on the next upload, depending what it could be. Alright, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys later.